In 2019, Frontier Games released Planet Zoo for PC. Since then, it's been loved by players across the world, and at the end of January of 2024, Frontier announced Planet Zoo Console Edition, being released on March 26th of 2024. My name is Frankie, welcome to the channel, and if you are as excited for Planet Zoo to be coming to consoles as I am, stick around as I'm going to talk about some of the stuff we know about the game for consoles ahead of its release in just a week's time. So firstly, we should ask the question of what is Planet Zoo? For those who are unaware, Planet Zoo is a park management game where you construct and manage your own zoos. The game is created by Frontier, who is responsible for other titles such as Planet Coaster and Jurassic World Evolution. The game has multiple game modes such as Career Mode, where you take the role of a superstar park manager that is brought into zoos that are struggling in some way, and it is your job to help them get back on their feet. By going through Career Mode, you get to learn all the game mechanics and systems before you start to create your very own zoos. Next, there is Sandbox Mode, in which you get to build your own zoos without limitation. That means infinite finances, animals, and complete freedom to build a zoo of your dreams. There is also a Challenge Game Mode, in which you get to create a zoo from scratch, but with limited money and conservation credits. Conservation credits are an in-game currency that is earned through supporting conservation in various ways and will allow you to purchase rare animals for your parks. Lastly, but to me at least most appealingly, is Franchise Mode. Franchise Mode is like Challenge Mode with a few differences. One difference is that the animal market is populated by other players from around the world, selling their own animals. Another difference to Challenge Mode is that any research done in your zoo will already be unlocked if you were to build a zoo within the same franchise. The ability to trade with people from around the world and to have your zoos operate under an umbrella mirrors how some zoos operate in the real world. For instance, ZSL is an international conservation charity driven by science, working to restore wildlife in the UK and around the world. Both London Zoo and Whipsnade Zoo are part of ZSL and therefore share resources and research. It is this kind of real-life relationship between zoos that you can mimic in this franchise mode. So now that we know what Planet Zoo is, let's talk specifically about the console edition. Planet Zoo Console Edition is coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X and S on March the 26th. It is available to pre-order now in 3 different editions. The standard edition costs £39.99 and is the base game with 3 bonus species for having pre-ordered the game. These are the Pygmy Hippo, Thompson Gazelle and Komodo Dragon. If you choose to purchase the game after release, these 3 species will not be automatically included. The deluxe edition of the game costs £49.99, which gives you the base game and pre-order animals plus 2 DLCs, which include 16 extra animal species, 2 additional campaign scenarios, and heaps of building materials. The 2 DLCs included in this edition are the Southeast Asia and Wetland Pack, which means you will get access to animals such as the sun bear, Malaysian tapir, the binturong, capybara, Asian small-clawed otter, and 11 more species. The last edition of the game is the Ultimate Edition, which comes in at £99.99. This edition includes everything from the previous 2 versions of the game, plus the Season Pass. The Season Pass gives you access to the upcoming 14 DLCs, which contain 81 new species, 15 campaign scenarios, and over 2,000 additional scenery pieces. All of the Season Pass content is said to be released between the game launch and March of 2025, meaning you're going to get it all within a year. Which edition of the game you purchase is obviously up to you. Do you want to just dip your toe in with the standard edition of the game because you're not sure you're actually going to like it, or go all in with the Ultimate Edition and just have everything? Fans of the PC game will be aware of the ability to create blueprints and share them with other players so that they can use your designs in their park. The console edition of the game will also have a cross-platform community that can share habitats, scenery, and even entire zoos. This will be limited to use between PlayStation and Xbox and will not cross the bridge to PC. Due to the limitations of consoles, there will be a complexity meter in-game. This is something that Frontier has developed for the console edition so that players can keep track of how complex our zoos are, which help to ensure smooth gameplay and prevent any exploding PlayStations. This does mean that there is a limit to how much you can build without affecting the game. However, we are not currently sure how lenient the system will be or how restrictive it will be to creativity. With a game series like this though, where creativity is right at the forefront of the experience, I have to imagine that Frontier have maximised this as much as they can, so that it doesn't interfere too much. So how are you feeling about Planet Zoo? Are you as excited as I am? If you are, potentially consider subscribing to the channel, as this entire channel has actually been created because of how excited I am to play Planet Zoo. Next week, upon the game's release, I will be starting to upload videos about my actual experience with the game, so hopefully I will see you then. With all that being said and done, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the game when it comes out, and I will see you later.